Hey guys, so we're back. Kind of early, so I don't know how many people will be on to harass in the chat, but we shall see.
Hello.
Got a couple topics we can talk to them about. We can talk to them about one of my faves. Actually, I have two. Like, talk about mountain climbing because I'm obsessed with it, and I like to talk about crows. Two goodies. Oldies but goodies. Alright, hang on. First, I want to get my cooking. And we'll need campfire eventually. Someday we'll get a wand. We'll have enough money for a wand. Let's see. Are we there yet? Probably not. We should go out and like kill a couple things just to get to level 8 because then we can pick up a couple skills. There, now we can eat something other than just apples. We can eat some charred wolf meat. What?
King's honor, friend.
Oh yeah, let's pick up a first aid too while we're here.
Hello.
This will definitely come in handy. The bandages are cool because you can kind of use them to heal. Like if you run away from something and you've got a couple seconds, you can actually get in a couple seconds of healing before it gets to you, potentially. You know, if you've used your other healing stuff and you're kind of like, okay, I don't really have anything else. Kind of desperate now. All right, let's kill a couple things and then get level 8. Wait, where's our guy? Where's our dude? Wake him up. It's like, really? I just want to be here today. Whoa, already dead, huh? For the boar charge. Okay. That went well. That's why we send you in first, buddy. There we go. Okay. We might have enough money for a wand. I don't know. With inflation and everything, I don't know.
You need something?
Curse of Agni's worth it.
For the Alliance.
Okay. And then fear is a goodie. We want that. Kill a couple of things on the way to Stormwind to get our wand. See if we can get enough money for that. But yeah, I like to talk about mountain climbing because I'm obsessed with it. I read books on it, watch stuff on it, which is really kind of ironic because I don't like the cold. So you would never find me on Mount Everest, I can tell you that. Because the last thing I want to do is freeze my ass off. I like hiking, but I'm not going to do it in sub-zero temperatures, and definitely not. Not to mention, I'm not going to go up on a mountain where, like, if you die, you're probably not coming down. Now you're a landmark. People walk by you and they're just like, hey, there's that girl that thought she could hike Mount Everest. Actually, Mount Everest isn't even hard compared to, like, K2, Annapurna. People always talk about Mount Everest, but compared to certain mountains, it's really not difficult compared to them. It's got some specific challenges. Like that ladder thing they've got going over the crevasse. Oh my god. There's this ladder that they have, this, you gotta walk over it, and it's just, I don't know about that, but I think that would be like the one thing that I would have like a major issue with. How do you even do that? I think creaks, sways. Yeah, it's wild, it's crazy. There's there's a guy up there in a cave. They call him Green Boots. He's a landmark. They'll pass him. He's like sitting in there. He died. And I think they've identified him, I think, but for like the longest time they hadn't. I don't know if they have or not, but wrong one. But for the longest time they hadn't. And they would call him Green Boots because that's right, you guessed it. He wears green boots. I like this YouTube channel called Kyle Hates Hiking. And he talks about all these people that like go hiking and like die or like have misadventures. Um, Yeah, it's definitely like that channel is 100% up my alley. As soon as I found that, I was like, wow, this guy, this channel, he made this for me. He knows. Like if he had one fan, it would be me. Just me sitting there like, give me all your disaster stories. Oh, the other thing I'm obsessed with is plane crashes. So that's another good one that I'll be able to tell a lot of statistics on. Yeah, I can tell you all the different ways you can die in a plane crash. Just so you know, if you're missing a jack screw on a plane, you're going down. You're going down. That that is a problem. It's a jack screw. Look it up. That happened. Good old MCAS system, Boeing, Boeing Max, where they didn't even train their pilots on how to overcome that. They're just like, oh, it's too expensive. We're just not gonna bother. It's okay. A couple planes go down. Few hundred people die. We're Boeing. What do we care? Of course, they did pay a lot of money for that. Well, they might care now. Yeah, the Boeing situation. And then don't forget Flight 370, the 777. People always refer to it as a plane crash, but we don't know if it's a plane crash. I don't know where the hell that plane is. It's probably in the Indian Ocean. Probably. Maybe. And yeah, you can hack into a 777 from the runway. Just FYI. Actually, not just from the runway, you can actually hack into some of these systems from their entertainment centers right on the plane and control the plane. You can take over the plane. There was a dude that did that. He thought that would be fun. Had the plane like tilting sideways and people were freaking out and they weren't too amused by that. I don't know what happened to that guy.
How are you?
He was like, yeah, it's not very secure.
Have a good one.
And nothing's really changed. So yeah, next time you go to board that flight, I want you to remember all that.
You need something?
Don't message me. Don't tell me about it. Don't tell me where you're going because I'll have something to say.
Light bless you.
Don't tell me what kind of plane you're getting on either, because I'll have things to say about that as well. All right, let's see. What we got? All right, what are the lessers? So the Iran war is affecting our markets here too? This is insane. Guess I get a crappy fire wand then. Seriously? I have to say something about this. There's our roommate, Enid Sinclair. Small world, huh? Telling hard truths in the chat about wand inflation. I got a fire wand instead, I'll live.
I buy and trade.
Do you now? Ooh, I can probably get another bag, actually. Yeah, I got alchemy and herbalism, so I can't craft my own wand. I'm at the mercy of others for my wandies. Alright, let's see. Oh, let's see if we can afford a bag. Let's see if we can even afford a bag. We're just bags now. $1 billion. Okay, we can get one bag. I was kind of scared. I'm like, wait a second, if a wand's 32 silver, what's a bag gonna be? 1,000 silver? Sad face emoji. My God. Oh, let's change our Hearthstone to over here.
Open for business. Be careful.
Trying to think, is there anything? Oh, we should go get fishing if we can afford it. I don't know if we can, but We're gonna try. Not sure if we can. We's pretty poor.
Well met.
Hey
Have
there.
a good one.
Safe travels.
Now can we
Far
afford a
from that.
fishing pole? Okay.
Careful.
That's like all our money, but yeah. We can't afford like anything to entice the fish, so watch this. This'll be sad. Oh. Yeah, that's right. You must equip the pole. Yes, I know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get anything here. Your fish got away. Shocking. You don't want to fall in there in the, Oh, we got a raw long jaw mud snapper. This is kind of a blink if you blink and you'll miss it kind of thing. Miss what? Right. I got distracted by the chat there for a second. Be ashamed of yourself, game. Seriously? It's like one fish in here. Okay, we'll leave that for a bit. We could check and see if, well, I don't think, yeah, I don't think we'd have the money to upgrade anything, actually. So we should wait on that. Just run around these guys a few times. See if they notice anything. Nope, nothing. Level 47. Oh yeah, we were gonna look at death log. Okay, hang on. Okay, so this is death log. So this will show you, it doesn't show you everyone that dies, but it'll show you like people that have the app. And so like you look at this and it'll tell you their level, their name, their class, all this stuff, zone, and then what killed them. And then if they have last words. So this guy said last 4-man didn't go well. I guess this one didn't either. Then you got will do. Life is peak. Gotta know he was mad. Wish me luck. Help, my health is at 18%. Can we group? If only. Well, hope for the best in a bit. Thank you again. I think you really gotta try to wipe in here. Oh, famous last words. Oh boy. I can't breathe. Do we have a healer? I guess that answers your question. Use your fist or no balls? So much stun locking here. Oh my god. Yeah, so Deathlog. Deathlog is fun. I enjoy Deathlog quite a bit. And then the other thing is, if you want to turn on other alerts that you don't always get in Death Chat or Deathlog, go to your settings and chat, go to global channel, and then there are available channels and you can join them down here. And I usually join like whatever these are. And I think these are redundant, but I'm not really sure. I think they are, but I don't know. I haven't like spent a lot of time double checking the names and all that. However, you'll get names from those alerts that you don't get on Deathlog and vice versa. So, it's worth it. You want to kind of see like who's passing away in the fields. Your fallen brothers and sisters.
It's too far away.
Oh my god, I just realized something. I'm fighting with my fishing pole. Bruh. That's just fantastic. You should be training on this wand, since at first it will do nothing. Or very little. This wand up. I love the animations. Just knocked me right on my ass there. Okay. Okay. I see how you are. We have to eventually get aggro or the imp will die. The imp really can't take it for long. It can only take so much and then it's just like... But if we get the aggro off of it, then the imp can heal. Come on, impy. The guys are kind of close together. I don't... Ah. Wonderful. This could be a situation. Yep, we're gonna run. Gonna have to run. Can't take two of those yet. Not easily. If they're far enough apart, I should just pull them.
I'm out of range.
I'm gonna have to pull them. Yeah. That's what's gonna have to happen, unfortunately. Because if I let the imp do it, they won't move. They won't come forward. And then I risk getting another one involved. Now I got enough distance between them that I don't have to worry about it. I don't think anyone's like up and about, but we'll see. We're going to talk about crows here. Crows are strategic thinkers and social. We're going to talk about how crows have grudges. Okay, so this is true about crows. So like crows hold grudges and like let's say like you throw a rock at a crow, right? Like if you throw a rock at a crow, it'll remember that you did that, and not only will it remember that you did that, it will actually tell its friends and family that you did that. And the next time they see you, any of them, they will dive bomb you, and they will know it's you, and they will be able to tell it's you, and they will remember. And it's very hard once you've pissed them off to kind of get back on their good side. And if you don't believe me, Google, um, I threw a rock at a crow Reddit, or just like something like that. Like I threw a rock at a crow Reddit, or crows dive bombing me Reddit, just something like that. And then you'll see the stories that people have to tell. They're hilarious, but the other side of it, the other side of this coin is that um I just want to make sure we don't get 6 of these guys running at us here. The other side of the coin is that if you like feed them or do something nice for them, they also remember that. So uh they'll remember that and they'll tell their friends about that. So, and they've also been known to bring like people presents, different things like gifts. They're really fascinating. They come from the corvid family of birds. Okay. Sure, why not? We'll join whatever and see what's up. It's always fun to have a guild because that's just more people to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'd be able to spell if I wasn't getting my butt kicked over here. Oh God, no. That is just no, that is not good. That is not good. I'm out. I just feared. Yep, that is not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. You're not even gonna. They don't try very hard. Hopefully they're okay with Americans, all things considered. You go on YouTube and everyone's like, Americans suck. Die.
I couldn't pass that yet.
Don't know if we'll get that second one running over or not. They're out of our line of sight, so probably not, but there was another one hanging on the other side there. Just kind of trying to avoid. There will be 2 on the dock. Let's see. Hang on. That's what I thought. That is exactly what I thought was going on over there. Yep. Alright. Wait for that guy to walk over there a little bit.
Still recharging.
Yeah, don't want to get both of them if we don't have to. Okay. And they put it like a nice little chest there because they're just like, yeah, come over here, like risk your life. Alright, so we can fear the other one. Put this on here. Get this on this guy. This on this guy. Fear him. Try to fear him. Okay, he's gonna come back. That's okay, now we're ready. Alright. See ya. Now we get the chest. It's a little hairy, but we did it. That's it. We're gonna go cook in there. Because we can. Before they respawn. Got a little staff there. Train staffs. Need 10 silver, I think, for that. Just throw stuff at him.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Yeah, but that's why like first aid comes in handy because you can just heal and you only have to wait like about a minute for the buff to go off and then you can re-heal again. It's pretty cool. A little extra something something. Okay, this guy.
It's too far away.
He's gonna throw spells at us. We don't have anything to interrupt at this time. Which is fine. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, the lesser one would have been better because it's more powerful, but any one is better than no one, so take what we can get. And then eventually, like, I think level 13 we can get our greater wand, which is pretty badass by comparison. In terms of, like, damage. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay, I know you saw me. You saw me.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
Yeah, you do. What the heck, girl? What you talking about, girl? Being difficult. I don't know why there's like wand inflation here. Prices on like the auction house can get weird. Like it's... Oh, someone must have been down here. It's usually like more of these guys. Oh yeah, someone was definitely down here. Clearing out. Oh, my cat's catting. It's doing a little bit of catting. As cats will do. Misha, what are you doing? Like messing with some of my sports cards. Yeah, so that's another thing. So I buy and sell sports cards. I have like an insane number of sports cards. A crazy number of sports. I don't even know how many I have. I might have 100,000 sports cards. I don't know. I don't know. Close to. I'm trying to like inventory them by scanning them into Colex, the app, but it takes forever. Sometimes I'll pop them on eBay. But here's the thing. So I've talked about this before. I live in like a rural area. I live in Madawaska, Maine, and because it's so rural, it can take a while for the mail to get out of here, or like mail to get scanned. I have to give people a heads up because sometimes things get to people quickly, sometimes things take a while, and sometimes the post office doesn't even scan stuff. Like you would think that they would scan it because it's got tracking numbers and stuff, but they don't. It's really bizarre. I've even gone into the post office. And with eBay, it's really weird because when you sell through eBay and have the buyer will buy postage, but what it ends up doing is like increasing what they buy through you, so then you buy the postage through eBay, and then eBay has like their own postage or the postage system depending on like what the buyer chooses. And depending on what they want to spend on it. And the tracking is not always great. So people get nervous. But I just try to communicate with them because the stuff always gets there. But if you look up Madawaska, like I live all the way, like if you ask yourself, hey, what's the end of like the United States? Like if I was gonna go northeast and get to the end of the United States, like where would I be? You'd be in my town. That's where you'd be, Madawaska. And if you were to go over the border, then you'd be in Canada. And you'd be in the French part of Canada, French Canadian part, by the way. Not even the English speaking part. Oh, and that's another thing. So like there's a lot of people here in Madawaska that speak French. I probably should learn French of all the languages, all these freaking languages that I know. I I never would have known, like here I was like as a kid, like I have Russian heritage, so that explains the Russian, but like the Spanish, like I'm like, huh, I wonder what I should take. Like I could take French, I could take Spanish, I could take German. No one takes German. I'm just joking, but um, like yeah, Spanish. Spanish sounds amazing. Like Spanish is like the party part of the Americas, right? Like let's be real. So yeah, Spanish it was, and ended up going to Mexico quite a bit. Have some Mexico stories, lots of Mexico stories. I saw the pyramids. They were pretty cool. Oh my God, when I was a little kid, my mom let me climb the pyramids. And they didn't even back then they didn't even have like they didn't have any I don't know what they have now because I haven't been for a while. But they didn't have anything that was like secure. So like you just walked up the steps of the pyramids and like you could just fall down them. And they're really steep. You wouldn't think it, but they're really narrow and they're really steep. So I remember climbing uh, a really, really high one with one of my mom's friends. And my mom was afraid of heights, so she wouldn't climb the pyramids. So it's just me, and I climbed up with my mom's friend Pat. And we get to the top, and she looks down and she says, I can't get down. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't get down? You have to get down. She's like, I can't. Like, so you live here now? Like at the top of the pyramid? Like, what's happening? We have to get down. I'm just like sitting there, and I think I was like 8, and I'm 8 years old, and I'm like, come on, we gotta go, we gotta get down. And she was freaking out, like having like a panic attack. I don't even have a memory of how I got her down. I got her down. I don't remember how. I don't know if I had her scooch down on her butt or what, but we got down.
Well met.
I know it says it vendors for that, but it really rarely does, or maybe it does now in inflation land. But
Go with honor, friend.
um, yeah, I was really freaked out because I couldn't leave her to live on top of the pyramid. You know, at 8 years old, I believed she would live there, and I would like have to bring her food and water, and like I envisioned all that, and having to move to Mexico to do it, and like that was my thought process, was just like, okay, this is gonna be my life now. She had a son, Alex, who was around my age, and I'm like, guess I'm gonna have to marry. I guess I'm gonna have to marry Alex, and we're just gonna have to take care of his mom on the pyramid. Oh my god. But no, we got her down. That was the last pyramid she climbed. Wasn't the last pyramid I climbed. I cannot believe, after I had kids, I thought about the fact that my mom let me climb that pyramid. And I thought, holy shit. I cannot believe my mom let me do that. That is insane. That is insane. Absolutely insane. And she was afraid of heights, don't forget. So, like, she was terrified to climb them, but she's just like, I'm gonna let my 8-year-old kid scale that pyramid, and it'll be fine. It was, but I just cannot believe that. And no, I would never let my kids do that. Never. Never, ever. Sorry, children, but never. Not in a billion years would you have scaled those pyramids at that age. People fall out, and they fall off those pyramids and die. Just like, oh, another one. You can look at those pyramids from afar. It's kind of obsessed with them after, too. I would just like draw them all the time. I would just draw pyramids constantly. I remember one time my mom had us in this plane. I forgot, we had to fly over a jungle. I don't know where we were going. Mexico. She gets the sun. She called it, I'll never forget this, she called it like a puddle jumper. We get on there, her and her friend had a lot of alcohol because my mom was like scared. We get on this plane and it didn't even look safe. I'm like, Mom, are you sure this is gonna be okay? Like, it just doesn't seem right. Like, I don't know. And I wasn't even obsessed with plane crashes yet. So we get on the plane, and it was a shit show almost right from the start. The plane was like hitting treetops. Alex was crying. Pat was drunk and passed out. Um, Alex was like, "We're gonna die." I'm like, and I was like, one of those kids is like, "Yeah, we might," you know. It seemed very comforting. Like, yeah, we might die. This might be it. I was like, "Bueno, everything bueno." It's like, not bueno, not bueno, not bueno at all. We got to our destination though. We survived the plane situation and got off it. But it did. It like literally was like hitting treetops, but that was crazy. Oh my God. Can't believe my mom took me on that trip. My doctor, my pediatrician like begged her not to. He's like, "She's gonna get malaria." And he had me go on a medication to not get malaria. Never forget that. He's like, "You have to, there's political dissidents." She's just a child. My mom's like, it's good culturally, she'll learn something. We went to this town called Oaxaca, and we went to this place to eat, and there were all these kids like watching us eat, and I couldn't eat because like there was all these like hungry children watching us eat, and I just had to like wait and just give them the food because like it was just awful. And they would sell you stuff like gum and like bracelets and stuff, and it was just like it was a lot. It was a lot. Beautiful area though, beautiful. And I learned a lot of Spanish from the kids. I'd hang out with the kids and I'd teach them English and they would teach me Spanish. That was fun. We'd catch like lizards and all sorts of crab, hermit crabs, ermito conejos. Ermito conejos. Papitos. I ate lots of papitos. Oh, and my mom would always make this big thing about like the water being purified, agua purificada. Um, but the kids would show me, we would stay at these like kind of like dumpy hotels, and the kids would take me out back and show me like they would fill up the water bottles with like hose water, and that was the agua purificada. So like, that was the big joke was like agua purificada was just like tap water. And I tried to tell my mom, and she's just like, "No, it's fine." But then one day she got very sick. And when I say she got sick, she got what she called Montezuma's revenge. And what it consisted of was she sat on the toilet and did her thing there and then threw up in the tub at the same time. And this went on for days. And that was Montezuma's revenge. I didn't get Montezuma's revenge. That's lucky. But she got that, and there was quite a few days of, she just basically lived in the bathroom. In the agua purificada, probably. I remember, like, one of our first nights in Mexico City, she went to, like, a restaurant. She was asking for ice cubes. And that wasn't a thing in Mexico. Ice cubes wasn't a thing in Mexico City, I guess, then. It's probably a thing now, but it wasn't then. And or at least not in this restaurant, the one she picked. And she was trying like everything she could think of to say ice cubes. She's like cold cupidos. It was hilarious. And the waiter was just like trying not to laugh, and oh, it was so funny. They didn't have cold cupidos, but it was great. God, that waiter, I'll never forget that. And that, one of those days, my mom almost fell into a giant hole in the sidewalk. I have a picture of that. I saved her from that, pushed her away from it. She was just like walking along, just like not paying any attention at all. It's this giant like sinkhole in the sidewalk. Just almost fell into it. I actually have a picture of the sinkhole, said sinkhole. Just looking down into it like, whoa, what's that? It's crazy. That would have ended our trip real fast. I got stuck in I almost didn't get out one time. That I think it was the time when I was 8. I almost didn't get out of Mexico because my mom and I had a different last name because my mom's been married a few times, and also my mom didn't look like me, and I don't know, there's a lot of stuff, and they kind of had me like detained in the back, and they're just like, "Did you kidnap her?" It was really bizarre. And I remember thinking, okay, what's gonna happen? Like, is she gonna leave me here? Do I live here now? Am I Mexican now? Like, what's gonna happen? Because I kind of thought she would just go. I figured she'd just leave without me. Kind of just figured my mom would do that. I There was a lot of phone calls. I don't know what ended up happening. Unfortunately, my mom has since passed away, so I can't really ask her like how that got resolved, but what? My daughter's talking to me. I got out of Mexico, Akira. I made it out. If I hadn't, you might not be here. But I did. I don't know what I'd be doing in Mexico. Probably be like selling gum or something. I don't know. Maybe I'd be like in charge of Mexico. Who knows? Who knows, you know? What could have been? Mexico City was kind of crazy because there was like the people, the law enforcement were in the streets with like huge machine guns, and it was kind of crazy. Wasn't used to that. A little bit of a different vibe over there at the time than the United States, I can tell you that. It was cool though. It's cool to see it. Alright, let's go back to Goldshire. Now that we've gotten this stuff done. Okay, we need more vials for potions. Once we get to level 10, we'll be able to try to get our Voidwalker,
Well
but it'll be
For the
kind of a
Alliance.
perilous journey
I supply
because
all
we'll have to
vital
face a house full of um, angry people.
Be careful.
A caster, someone who stuns,
What can I do for you? See you around.
all that good stuff. And we'll have to be ready for this. And ideally, we could use the help of somebody. So we will have to socialize, and that's going to be hard because Wednesday's not good at socializing. That's not really her jam.
Need help?
When you ask if I need help,
For the Alliance.
oh, that's
You
something
need
for me.
something?
Oh, yes, I do. Oh. Let's see.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Alright, so we should go. Might as well go over here and do these. the Duskwood area. It's dangerous. See? Shadow Weaver. There's lots of stuff out there. They'll get ya. It's gonna get ya. Huh? Got a Buffy. Right when I get aggro over here, save our imp from imminent death. Take some hits. It's good for defense anyways. Huh. A Tent of Doom. Can we get Earthroot? Yeah, I think we can. I think we're high enough now to get Earthroot, I think. So, yes. That's good because be able to make better potions with that. Oh, come on. There we go. He's probably going for that one. I'll let him get it. No? Okay. Thought he was. Oh, you know what? We didn't get vials, but that's okay. We'll get them. Get them next soon. Hang on, got a text here. Gotta be careful texting and playing because you can die. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Got some work stuff I'll have to attend to in a bit. Well, yeah, I was saying earlier that I sell the sports cards, and for some reason, like lately, the mailings have been super slow. I don't know what's going on with that. It's driving me nuts, though. I try to be in contact with the customers because you don't want to like ruin your ratings. You want to keep your ratings high. And them not getting their shipments or them like getting stressed about their shipments is like a really good way to get a bad rating, I'm sure. Communication can help. Yeah, but sports cars are fun. I love going through them. I love the thrill of the hunt. Love to see what I'm gonna get. I like I like sometimes doing the estate sales too because like sometimes you find some really crazy stuff, some really cool stuff.
It's too far away.
Oops. Haven't done those in a while, but that's how like initially I got some really big collections of the cards. Was buying from people that were selling from estate sales. And I guess they just really didn't know what they were selling because they would just sell like a massive collection of cards for like a few $100s, and I would just drive all over and just go get them and just lug these cards into the car. I I would try to get my husband involved. One time, you know, I found one in New Hampshire. I'm like, I need this collection. It was like from a rich town, and I'm like, there's going to be good stuff in here. I just know it. He's like, I don't want you dragging me into this. This weird card business BS. But I finally got him to agree to go get these cards. And the first time that he went to go get them, and the people stood him up. They weren't even there. It was at this gas station called like the Heavenly Gas Station, which I didn't even know was a real thing. I'd never heard of it. Lived in New Hampshire quite a long time and never heard of this place. And the people were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like I forget their excuse, but like something came up and they rescheduled, and I was kind of dubious about it. I'm like, I don't know if they're really going to show. And I really didn't think I could talk my husband into going again. I really, really thought, and this was like the dead of winter, and I really thought he was going to shut me down and be like, nope, sorry, you had your chance. But he agreed. He said, okay, I'm going to go do it. It was kind of like, it'll be on my time though. But he did agree. I was like, okay. Oh, Stitches. Stitches put someone in a ditch. Gotta comment on that. Whoops. Stitches be putting peeps in ditches. Um, let's see. So he goes there and he gets the cards. And I'm waiting to hear about whether he got him or not because obviously the people had stood him up the first time. And it's this huge collection, and it was
You need something?
it was quite a few $100s. And he texts me and he goes, I got your card, singular. I got your card. And I said, what do you mean you got my card? It should be cards, plural. And he's like, no, it's one card. They said that you guys worked it out, that you were in agreement. And I'm like, no, it should have been like tons of cards. He's like, no, it's one card. And I said, well, I was quite upset. And I'm like, well, what did all my money get me for like what did I get? And he goes, it's like a Juan Gonzalez. And I'm like, what? He's not even in the Hall of Fame. What do you mean, Juan Gonzalez? I was like freaking out. He finally told me, eventually told me that he was kidding. But like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, Juan Gonzalez? What? I'm like, you had the truck. You took the truck for a reason. Like, there was a reason that you took the truck, not for Juan Gonzalez. Oh, God. He got me good. And ironically, there was a Juan Gonzalez in that collection. There was multiple Juan Gonzaleses in that collection. Um, so yeah, I do have a Juan Gonzalez. I have quite a few Juan Gonzaleses. I have lots of Juan Gonzaleses. Anyone want some Juan Gonzaleses? Because I got them. I sold an error Juan Gonzalez, which was like a reverse Juan Gonzalez.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Forget, it was like 1990 or something. I forget the year. These bears, these young forest bears, man. Juan Gonzalez. Like, he's not even in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Texas Hall of Fame, I think, but he's not in like the National Hall of Fame. I got some Ken Griffey Jr. I like getting Ken Griffey. I hate it when people order my Ken Griffeys because I'm like, no, I don't want to sell my Ken Griffey. I want to keep them. For me. Ken Griffey is for me. And for some reason, I get a crazy amount of Derek Jeter rookie cards. What? Like every collection, I get a Derek Jeter rookie card. So it's a joke in my house now. Derek Jeter rookie cards. I have my Jeters. I love my Jeters, and I got all my Jeters. I'm not even a Jeters fan, but I got all my Jeters, and they're for me. And yeah, I fear this guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you just like bite me for 6 years. You'd like that though, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. Young forest bear. Yeah, if I get a big collection and I don't get a Jeter, it's like I feel like I've been gypped at a rookie Jeter. I should just buy all the rookie Jeters and just be like, I should create like Jeter scarcity in the market and just be like, people will be like, yeah, there's some weirdo like hoarding all the Jeters. Like, I don't know, she lives in Maine and she's like hoarding them all. She wants $1 million for a rookie Jeter because she has them all. Oh my God. I like to collect my Tom Brady rookies. Got lots of Tom Brady rookies. Those are fun. Those I keep. I don't sell those. Keep those. Those are for me. I don't even care if it's one of his crappy rookies. So just so you know, like Tom Brady doesn't have one version of a rookie card, okay? Tom Brady has like 40 plus versions of rookie cards. And they are not all worth the same amount. So he's got some that are worth like a couple bucks, raw value, like not graded. And then he's got some that are worth a crazy amount of money, graded. And a lot of money not graded, honestly. And I'm always on the hunt for Brady. Oh my God, if you have a Brady rookie card, I would do things for that. Don't tell my husband. I would do things for that. A good one. It had to be a good one. I'm not talking about like your junk Brady rookies. I've got all those. Like I've got tons of those. I don't need any of those. I got them all. But I'm talking about like a good one. Yeah. All right. I should uh I should log off soon because I gotta do some work and stuffs.
Hello.
I'm wondering if we should
Have a good one.
bother to log out all the way. No, let's not go to Stormwind for the SP. It wouldn't even be worth it. I don't think.
Light bless you.
Because we'd have to walk all the way back here. questing. We're in our questing zone here. It'll be worth it when we hit 10 because we'll need to pick up the Voidwalker quest, but we're not there yet. Alright, so that should do it for now. Bye guys.